Lights are on now, and it's lights out, and away we go. I think Lucky Dog got an early release there. We've got an alright start, but a bit of wheel spin in second and third, and we've got Midget on the inside, and we've broken way too late into turn one there. But we managed to get it stopped just in time, but no, we've been glitched with stuck to Midget's car, and we're down into 9th and 10th, respectively. But Cyril Rosberg's in the wall there, as is Taylor the Vole. And he's actually retired from the race. Pretty close. I think we're going to go for a move up the inside. But he's moved over and, well, we've lost our wing there. So we're going to have to dive into the pits there. Luckily, we were right by the pit lane. But that is less than ideal for us. At lap 22, it's undercut time again. And we've decided that we've had enough of these prime tyres, which is fair enough because they were pretty much losing any grip. And coordinators don't usually rage quit. Anyway, lap 25, Midget is in the pit lane, and the undercut has worked spectacularly, and we've gone from being about 1.5 seconds behind to ahead of him. Now, lap 31, Big C on his one-stop strategy, which I told you was slower, and we've caught him up despite being on a less than optimal two-stop strategy. And I think we're going to go down the inside into turn one as he got a very bad exit off the final chicane, but he's still there. He's still hanging it in as we head through turn two. But we're just going to have much superior traction, and that is us up into P4. A good race for me, only one penalty considering the lack of racing lines, pretty impressive, and I had good pace throughout the race, not too many mistakes. Hey guys, F26 here. Welcome to the highlights of AOR Season 11 F1, and we're here for round 6 today at Austria, and this is my second race in the F1 League, and we're here in qualifying and coming to start the lap now. This is my second attempt. I previously bottled an attempt, so we need to try and keep it nice and clean, which we do there through turn 1. I think a good lap would be a low 7s. Dizzy is not on pole at the moment. Lucky Dog's on pole, but that's because Dizzy has not gone out yet on a proper run. But yeah, a low 7 would be nice. If we can get into the 6s, I'd be very surprised, considering I've been doing 7-1s consistently in practice. But let's see, maybe we can put together a fantastic lap as we come down towards turn 3 now, breaking down nicely. Some people use third through there, I choose second. I prefer the extra turn in and short shift to third on the exit. Now the high speed corners, these are quite difficult, especially the ones at the start of sector 3, because it's very easy to extend the second one as Dizzy now goes quickest with a 106.8, but this time we get it nice and clean through there, keeping it between the white lines as we've only got 2 corners left now. Obviously it's quite a short track. Coming into the penultimate corner, 5th gear through there, picking up the throttle earlier, 4th gear through the final corner, missed the apex a bit, but keep it on the track on the exit, and the time is a 1:07.2, and that has put us third on the grid currently. But as we cut to the end of the second session, we've dropped behind Tyrrell Button. Not sure about the legitimacy of his lap, to be honest, considering strict rules isn't very good around here. But Dizzy gets pole with a 1.67, and Lucky Dog on a 1.71, and Tyrrell Button's a 1.71. I'm on a 1.72, and Cyril Hamilton, who's new for this week, 1.73. Franglish, and then AOR Raikkonen, the Mighty Midget, Taylor the Vole, and Coldhead rounding out the top 10. So then it's race time, and it's nice and sunny, which is lucky because I'm not looking forward to when it rains this season, because I know it is going to at some point, and that will be lovely because I won't have learnt the braking points for when it rains, so therefore I will be blowing up everywhere and killing half the grid. But there you go, you can see the grid again, Oasis right at the back. I don't think he had any practice for this week. I think he qualified on primes, just using it as a practice session to get to know the track really. But yeah, there you can see me on the second row. Dizzy and I once again doing a solid job of representing the F1 League here in AOR F1, and the game is telling me to do a 3-stop, which I agree with, but I think I might switch the prime stint to the second stop instead of running on primes at the end. But anyway, the lights are on now. We have 2 lights, 3 lights, putting it down into lean, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. We've got a good start because we've been released before Tyrrell Button and Dizzy there. I'm alongside Dizzy now, but I think he got a better shift there as we head towards turn 1. And there's contact there. Franglish is round, and I think he was a bit over opportunistic, to be honest. I don't see anywhere I could really go. Dizzy was on the outside, And if I turned out of the corner, I didn't know if there's anyone behind me who'd spin me into the wall. Coming down into turn 2 now, Dizzy has already got the lead back, but we've been hit from Taylor. And from what he said, I broke quite early, which, looking back at the footage, I broke a bit early, but it really wasn't that early. I don't think he would have made the corner, but apologies to both Taylor and Franglish for those mistakes. Well, neither of them were really mistakes, they were just me being a bit too cautious, really, after what happened at Canada. So hopefully I won't be involved in any incidents next race, as we're now battling Cyril Hamilton over the final podium place, as we're going to try and hang it around the outside, but we turned in on him there and we've had to turn out of the corner, and that's messed up our line completely, and he's gone past up into the final podium place. Now we've got Coldhead, who's got an incredible exit off that high-speed corner due to my poor exit, and he squeezes us out there and we're forced to run wide, which is going to put us under pressure from Tyrrell Button, if we get a warning there, as we come to end the lap. So not a great start, not going to lie, and hopefully we can not blow anyone else up as we run very wide into turn 1 there. Just not particularly confident at the start of this race. I hadn't done much practice, and I'm not sure. I had a lot of tyre wear at the start of this race, which was very annoying, a lot more than I had in practice. But anyway, we've now got Tyrrell Button behind us, who's very quick. As we saw, he out-qualified us, but he got a massive lag start, as in delayed start. So hopefully we can keep him behind us, but I'm not particularly confident giving our pace at the start of the race. So he's managed to go around the outside. We're going to try and hold it on the inside, but he's going to have the superior traction, and he takes the position. So we've gone from 4th to 3rd, and now we're back down to 6th. Next up is Cyril Rosberg, who started all the way down in 11th. I'm guessing he didn't do any practice, but I don't know, maybe he just bottled quali completely. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be on the back of us soon. And what do you know, next lap here, lap 3 he is, and we're going to try and maintain position ahead of him, but our tyre wear is pretty poor at this point. I'm not sure why, but I need to deal with it in some ways. He hit us there because we've broken a bit early, which is a bit weird because you don't really brake for that corner, but I don't know, maybe I was being extra cautious once again. But he's looking up the inside into the penultimate corner, but he's backed out of it. I've still managed to run wide and heading through the final corner now, this time keeping it on the track, but I think he's right on the back of us, and with DRS now, I'm sure he'll manage to get the move done into turn 1, and yet he's ahead of us now, so we'll back out of that. It's a long race. We don't want to be going for any rash moves in the first stint, and hopefully when we get fresher tyres, the positions will come back to us. But we're pretty close now. Maybe we'll go for a dive into turn 2, but it's a very tight corner. You can't really get the overtake done. I wasn't confident on the brakes after what happened previously in the race. So lap 7, I thought about going to lap 8, which was my intended strategy, but I realised that I just wouldn't be able to make it. My tyres would probably explode, to be honest. But Dizzy has annoyingly come in on lap 7, which is not his fault, because that's when we agreed that he would come in. So hopefully the team are ready, which they're not, so that's fantastic. We'll lose about a second in the pit stop. Hopefully that doesn't cost us any positions. If it does, I'm not going to be pleased, but it's sort of my fault. Well, actually, it's not my fault. It's the game's fault for not being able to double stack cars effectively. Anyway, now, Midget has gone past us, so he's undercut us because he was behind, and AOR S11 has also undercut us. Let's see if we rejoin in P10, which we don't because Taylor has also gone past us. So, the undercut proving very effective here, as we're currently in P11 as we head down to the start of lap 9, and it looks like someone else has just come out of the pits. I believe that's actually Cyril Rosberg, who managed to take his task to lap 8. And we're getting pretty close to Taylor. I think we might have a dive into turn 2. I'm feeling more confident. As you can see, he's on the primes there. And we're trying to get the move done. We've clipped the apex nicely, but he's just going to have much better traction around the outside. As you can see, even on the prime tyres, you're not going to be able to... well, I'm not going to be able to get that move done against him. And that's compromised our exit, so we can't make a move down into turn 3 either. But we're getting pretty close. So we need to try and find a way through as soon as possible, because... obviously he's on the slower tyres and it might come back to hurt us later in the race if we can't get through quickly. We're just carrying a lot more speed through these corners, especially as we have to lift off the throttle there because of how slowly he's going, which is obviously due to the tyres. But it's quite annoying because Cyril Rosberg is getting away all the while, so we're going to go up the inside into the penultimate corner. We back out of it, but that's given him a poor run, and we've carried much more speed as we head towards the final corner. We've turned in too early though. We've cut the corner. He's actually extended, so I think that cancels it out. But I think we're going to have to lift off there. Yeah, we closed the DRS and let him back ahead there. Opening the DRS, and we've gone up the inside anyway. But we definitely gave up the time as he actually turned in on us a bit there. But yeah, we gave up the time we gained from the corner cut, which was quite a small one, especially as he didn't extend anyway. But yeah, up into P10 now, and Lap 11, AOR Raikkonen's ahead of us, and he's locked up and run wide into turn 3, and we're going to nab that position from him nicely. So up into P9, and Cyril Hamilton not too far ahead. Maybe we can catch him as he has a bit of lag there. As now, lap 12, coming into the same corner, Bigsy's off in the gravel. I'm not sure how that's happened. I'm guessing, I'm not really sure. Maybe he turned into someone and he got smashed off into the gravel, but I haven't actually seen his footage, so I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, lap 13 even, Tyrrell Button is in the pit lane, which tells me that he's going to do a 4-stop unless he goes prime until the end. But the primes aren't very good, they don't go much longer than the options and they're quite slow. End of lap 14, Midget is in the pits, and end of lap 16, it's our turn to come into the pits as Coldhead is just ahead of us. We take a very quick pit entry there, and we're not too far behind him, so hopefully if my crew actually decides to service me here, we can close up to Coldhead even more as we're into the box now, putting on a set of prime tyres, as I said earlier, and we're out of the box. Nice stop there, 2.3 I believe, and we've actually managed to jump Coldhead, so I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, that's a nice free position for us. And where are we going to come out this time? Where are we going to come out in relation to Taylor and AOR Raikkonen? I think we might actually have got ahead of them this time, but no, AOR Raikkonen's right there, and we've got a bit of wheel spin on the exit of the pits, so we've dropped down behind him into P8, sorry, and we've now got the DRS on him 1 lap later. As we're looking to the inside, we're going to go up the inside as he's left the door open and braked a bit earlier than I was expecting. I think he might be on options, but I'm not 100% sure, and we're going to have to try to hang it around the outside the high-speed corners. We're going to leave him a lot of room there in case he understeers into us, but we've managed to get a good line through there, but he's still on the inside. We're going to have to give him space through here, but I think we've got the move done, and that was a pretty good overtake if I do say so myself. And we are now up into P7, which I believe will become P6, because Cyril Hamilton has come in for a very late stop on the end of lap 18. I'm not sure what he's doing there, unless he was running a prime stint, but we've gone up the inside as he's on the primes again, so I'm not sure if he's doing 2 prime stints, but he's going to hang it around the outside there once again, just like Taylor did earlier in the race. Nothing we can do, to be honest, and he's probably quicker than us, so we'll just try and focus on consolidating 7th for this stint then, which I believe is actually a net 6th because of Tyrrell Button's 4-stop strategy, so he just gets a much better exit there. Anyway, we've kept up with him. Next lap, lap 20, we've locked up and we've hit him, and I'm not sure, I might have made the corner there, but it was still my fault, and apologies to Cyril Hamilton if you are watching this video. Anyway, lap 21, and Tyrrell Button is in the pits again, so that 100% confirms to me that he is doing a 4-stop, and we now move up into 6th position, which is net. And at the end of lap 26, Cyril Rosberg and Midget are in the pits, so we're up into P4 for the moment, but obviously that's not a net position because we still need to make our final pit stop as we get a bit of wheel spin off turn 1 there. So, coming into the pits at the end of lap 27, we've dropped a bit of time to Cyril Hamilton, who's actually stayed out for another lap, but these tyres, well, as I said earlier, the primes are pretty poor around here, like most tracks, to be honest. But yeah, they're not very good here, so we're going to get rid of them, and we're going to put on a set of options to run the remaining 9 laps of the Grand Prix. And let's see where we come out. Are we going to come out ahead or behind of Coldhead? Because I think that's the person we're racing, and he went for a 1-lap undercut, or maybe 2, but no, I think it was 1. But I think he's on the primes for this last stint, so it looks like we're going to be ahead, but no, he's right there, and we are actually just coming out behind, but as you can see, he is on the prime tyres. As we head towards the end of Sector 1 on lap 29, Cyril Hamilton just ahead, so despite pitting a lap later, he managed to come out in front of us. And Coldhead, now we're quite far back, but we've got the slipstream. I'm not sure what wings everyone's running. I was running 4-1 I believe, but we're going to go up the inside into turn 3 much later, much more confident on the brakes, and we get the move done up into P6. And next up is Cyril Hamilton for 5th, and I don't think we'll be able to catch him, but maybe Cyril Rosberg and Midget are in reach. They're on primes. But unfortunately, my footage ends here at the end of lap 31. Midget has lended me his footage, so here we are on lap 34. As you can see, I'm the next car behind, as I've already managed to overtake Cyril Rosberg. And we're on this DRS straight now, behind Midget, and we're quite close, but I don't think we'll be able to try and move just yet, maybe into the high-speed left-hander. But he's broken quite early and left the door wide open. He slid out wide, and we take that position there, up the inside, up into 4th place. So that's a great move. And let's see if we can catch Cyril Hamilton now. And unfortunately, we couldn't catch Hamilton, but he actually had a penalty, which means that we finished third here in Austria, and that's our first podium, obviously, in only our second race. So I was quite surprised with that, and I'll see you very soon for the British Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.